welcome back to the channel. It's your hostess with the mostest, Aspenblue here. So today's video, I got the idea to do a Brightchester pub, but I kind of wanted to do rival schools directly next to each other. So this building looks a little wonky, and I wish the idea had come together a little bit better, but I think it still looks great. I think it could have been better executed, but I think it's an awesome idea. If you guys do something better or have already done something equivalent, let me know. I really want to see it. But so this is my build. It's going to be a Foxbury pub and a Brightchester pub. Now the Foxbury, since it's a tech school to my understanding, or more so designed towards that, which is Brightchester has like arts and literature and things of that nature. Foxbury is a little bit more modern, and then the Brightchester pub I think it looks more pubby. Quite honestly, I stuck to some more traditional architecture styles, I think, and I also added apartments too above them. I really wish we had multi-functioning lots already, because I think this would be super cute. I haven't playtested the apartments, guys. If you decide to download it, I mean, first thing I would do though is lock the doors upstairs. I went to go edit some footage, and all the Sims were upstairs in one of the apartments watching TV. Now I do have some TVs in the pub, but for whatever reason, I guess I wanted the better TV upstairs. So yeah. Hopefully I don't get interrupted recording this. I made the silly decision to try and record where I was set up, which is the dining room in my folks' place. And they are out of the house at the moment, but I have no idea when they're expected back, so we'll see how this goes. So here I am kind of figuring out the Brightchester side of it. Now I didn't want to do these bay windows downstairs, so as you can see I just kind of have, well, I guess they are the windows themselves. I placed the black ones are physically bay windows, but I built the house in a bay shape for the second and third floor, as you guys can see. Is that the right wording for it? I don't know. Bay window? I've only ever lived in, I guess you could say, like modern or traditional West Coast style homes, and they're pretty plain Jane. Pretty plain. So yeah, I wanted this, like I said, I wanted the Brightchester part to look a little bit more traditional, so maybe the Foxbury side is like updated things, since I think that Foxbury is a more like modern techie school. Okay, so here's what I mean. And I don't mind it at all. I asked my sister what she thought, and she said I should make them all the same, but I kind of like what I did. I don't know. And I definitely think I had more fun doing the Brightchester side than the Foxbury, because the Brightchester I think looks like a genuine bar. It's dark, it's kind of grungy. I got to pick some like fun decorations and things like that, and I got to use a lot of a couple things from Cats and Dogs. I think like those barrel like they call it a juice bar, but it's just alcoholic looking beverages stuck in a barrel. So I thought those looked kind of like cheesy, so I added those. I do wish the front bit of the build looked a little bit different, but it's supposed to be kind of, I wanted it to blend into the surroundings. I thought maybe the college kids could, you know, shoot the breeze outside, maybe get into some like rivalry fights with the other university. I don't know. The Foxbury side I am more indecisive on. Like you see, I don't believe I changed I do change the exterior colors a couple times. Like this, it doesn't say this. Yep, okay, maybe 4 times. I think it's a total of 5 times. Anyways, so I have a better idea for the Brightchester pub, and I have been wanting to do I did just do a bar build, but I want to do kind of like a traditional bar build. So the bar build I just did was for Evergreen Harbor, the eco lifestyle world. So it's a bit more modern looking and green and things like that. But I want to do like a dungy, like actual bar. So here's what I mean with the differences in architecture. I do end up adding a room upstairs. I really like the idea of the sunroof, because I thought maybe the Foxbury kids were a little bit more, I don't know, spoiled. That's not the word I'm looking for. Maybe like wealthy, I don't know. Anyways, they got some cool stuff over there. So I wanted to give them a sunroof, but after I decide to add an apartment upstairs and it just doesn't work out, I don't even think I end up with a singular sunroof. Either way, the whole top floor on the Foxbury side is an apartment. Yep. So here I am just trying to figure out what I want it to look like. I really wanted it to blend well, so I had the idea of maybe putting plants around the side, but I couldn't make them look like they fit in, you know? So instead what I go in is I just go ahead and find, just throw in some generic benches, and I get the traditional light posts, which there are a couple of them spelled. There are 2 different light posts in this world. So not the one with the flower that I just placed. There's another one. These ones. So I get one of these bench posts here. They also have ones hanging down though, which I couldn't actually find, but that's okay. I think I like the look of the traditional ones better. And you can see I already have a bunch of stuff. As I'm going through, I'm kind of grabbing what I want or what I have an idea for the bars. And of course, since Bright Chest, yes. Jesus. The Brightchester University, I kind of already had an idea for, so you can see I'm sort of just going to town on that idea already. Now again, here's me trying to blend a bit. I figure we can have the new dumpsters, a lot of fun. I really wasn't sure where to put it. I kind of like the idea of it being like on the side of the street, but then I think it might have trashed the joint up a little bit too much. And my captures aren't the usual walkthroughs that they are, guys, because of the size of this build. The camera just didn't work panning in such small spaces. So you guys are gonna see I walk through like the bottom half, and then once we start getting these snug like stairwells and stuff like that, we just have screen captures. So I took the Eco Lifestyle, the adorable little retro TVs we got with Eco Lifestyle, and here I felt that was super fitting. And I've only been in a small, a handful of bars. I'm not a big drinker, honestly. Ugh, I feel so fat afterwards. Anyways, so don't they have mirrors behind them? Yes, they have mirrors behind them. And I wanted to throw some graffiti in the back. And I used the Discover University stalls that we got. I mean, I just had to. And plus, I guess you kind of have to for community lots now that we have that option. So I took the ones with like the graffiti and marking on the inside of the stalls, just because I thought that was kind of fitting for like a grungy bar bathroom. Here I am just trying to find some artwork for this place. I think I'm definitely more proud of the Brightchester side than I am the Foxbury. I don't know, I feel like the Foxbury felt so forced to me at the end. Like I was just trying so hard to make it look a certain way, I guess. I love these like royal looking paintings we got. I think they came with the get together maybe. Okay, so here are the barrels I was talking about. I want to say those are from Cats and Dogs. I have never used them before, but I think they looked pretty good here. So yeah. Okay, we're back. I just had to take a quick time out. I forgot to, this is so silly, I forgot to silence the volume on the video because I already have like my background music and stuff picked out. And sometimes I use headphones and a recording device when I do that, and the volume is super low, but sometimes the mic picks up the music, and then it's just the hardest thing to try and like edit a voiceover with music and match it up. Oh god. So anyways, thankfully it does not sound like that picked it up. So we're still here in the Brightchester pub. So I'm adding some green, Brightchester pride stuff, some school patriotism, if you will. And then I do have also the school crest. I decided to throw those on the outside of the builds as well, or the bars as well. Now the Foxbury one I did end up shrinking down. Yeah, just cuz. So, okay, so even though I'm more pleased with the Brightchester build area, I think I like the Foxbury. So I kind of made like a VIP lounge upstairs, because obviously this is a really snug little area. And granted, like your Sims can do everything they want to do here. They can sit, they can watch TV, they can order drinks, and food, whatever. And there's a jukebox and all that, and the restroom downstairs. But yeah, I wanted kind of like a VIP lounge, or maybe kind of like a club area. So this is what I'm figuring out here now. So this is going to be the club. Well, I don't know. I'm having hawing, as you can see. So I'm not sure if I want to do the floor plan here yet, but I kind of see, or the apartment here, but I kind of can tell that it's going to be hard to divvy up this place the way I want it to. So here I go ahead and add the stairwell. And then this ends up being like the club portion. Yeah, see, it doesn't work the way I want it to work. So how long does it take me to figure out? Okay, yeah, we figured it out for the most part. And then upstairs ends up being the apartment, which I really do like the Brightchester apartment. It's a little bit more modest, I think, because I think that the Brightchester pub is it's modest. It's traditional looking versus the Foxbury, like they have skylights, for example. So and then I guess I could have definitely used this little thing. Did I end up keeping that? I don't know. Did I get rid of that? I really wanted to add. I think I get rid of it. Yeah, okay, so here I am playing around with some ideas. So I really like these windows better, and I felt that they were sort of closely similar to the ones that I had placed. But so windows are weird when you put them on diagonals. Like sometimes they stretch and stuff, and gosh, curtains too are a pain in the ass with diagonals. Oh, that's what I did. I put a skylight. I did do that. Okay. This does stay. I think I'm figuring out how to blend it in though. Yeah. I just wanted to add some natural light in, and granted this does end up being the stairwell into the apartment, but I think I gave her some windows and stuff. I say her. I feel like all my builds are a little bit on the feminine side. No, I don't think I keep this. I can't remember for the life of me now. Yep, no, okay, yeah, scratch the whole thing. Jesus. I knew it didn't look right, but it looked so like hell-bent in the video. I was like, no, this is going to work. Yeah, that wall does not stay there. I don't think I've decided. Okay. All right, no, I do start in the kitchen here. I have a lot of fun in here. I don't think I've ever used these countertops. I actually think they're kind of ugly, but I had an idea in mind for this apartment. I wanted it to look modest, maybe a little bit run down. Nothing super special. Now, I think it's special to the person that lives here. Like it's well decorated in the sense that, yeah, someone is happy with the way it looks. Someone took care and pride into decorating it. Yeah, as you can see by the itty bitty TV, not a whole lot. This apartment isn't super special. I do think it ends up looking so pretty at the end. I add a bunch of the hanging plants that we got with Nifty Knitting and things like that, which I actually used a handful of those throughout the whole build. But I think this would just be a lovely corner just to sit in the afternoon or the early morning, catch some rays of light, read a good book, watch the telly, you know. I have got to say, guys, I felt so much love from you all on Twitter with the last video I posted. You guys are the real MVPs. You know who you are. You know who you are. Yeah, does that stay there? Gosh, I can't remember anything anymore. I only do that wall light there to brighten the place up. I do this thing now where I like squish them down and do under cabinet lighting because I would love under cabinet lighting in my real home apartment bit. So yeah, go ahead and shrink those bad boys down. Stick them in there. I don't know why I have the one still chilling. And then I really try and do a better job at cluttering up kitchens and like tossing. I mean, it's little details, when you take the effort to put stuff on top of the fridge. And I understand for some people who don't have the red shelf, it is sort of hard. The red shelf is a game changer if you have not gotten the chance to use it yet. It is, yeah. As well as the tool mod too. I mean, I guess if you have the tool mod, you don't need the red shelf per se. There is some playing around you have to do with the tool mod. It is a godsend, definitely. Oh, thank you, Twisted for that so much, but the red shelf is a great help as well. And now I can't remember off the top of my head who created the red shelf. I'm going to Google this really quick for you guys. I don't believe it was the same person. Oh, okay, there's a website called Red Shelf. Why did I click on the first link? And why did I think Google would, okay, yeah, Sims 4. That is crucial information we need. Anyways, I have it linked down below my description in all my videos for you guys because I do use it in every single build, just about. Okay, so it was created by Picture Amobe. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry. Anyways, it's super handy. So yeah, I think that was the goth. I don't know if you guys just caught that, but I threw this little like vent above the toilet in this grungy little pub bathroom. That is the first time I believe I've ever used that. There's just a bunch of like industrial looking items that I don't really get the chance to play with too much. And then I put the llama table in there and kind of blew like a poker table, I guess. I don't know. Not that there are really any poker tables in like bars unless you're in like a casino. I mean, I know that they have little video poker at the bar sometimes, but anyways. So yeah, here I am finally doing the VIP section for the Brightchester side. I make it kind of retro. I do a lot of orange, so if you hate orange, I'm sorry. You're gonna hate this. And really, that fireplace we got with the Eco Lifestyle is one of my favorite pieces in the... I wish we had more fireplaces. I really do. We have a decent amount, but I feel like so many of them are so closely... They're the same object, and there's so many different styles of fireplaces and things like that. And we just kind of have generic, you know, square mantelpiece style ones. And I would like some cool, like, wood burning stove type style, which is what the Eco Lifestyle one is supposed to be, I think, or what it reminds me of. But yeah, I have so much custom content. Fireplaces, in fact, before doing this voiceover, I was actually considering doing a custom content build because I just have been feeling kind of unmotivated, I guess. For example, like, I've been working on this build for months, okay, not months, like probably a month in total time, because I get bored and I jump around from different builds, which I really should not do because my computer's memory does not like it. And I do have an external hard drive. It's so much easier if I do like one video at a time. Wow, I should have edited all this out, but you can see just the awful transformation this poor room went through to get to where I wanted it to go. But it gets there. I do believe that it gets there. And again, I'm working with such snug spaces, and I know it's going to be a community lot, and some people like walk around. So I was just concerned about, yeah, not messing up any pathways. I really didn't know. I mean, I guess I could have put the bar closer to the bathroom, but you don't want to be drinking by the restroom. So I kind of try to keep that in mind too. Like, no one wants a seat or a table next to the restroom. So I don't think I do, at least. Oh, and I don't know, I decided to add a shower up here. I know this isn't the apartment part of the Brightchester pub side yet, but I don't know. Maybe your Sims can like take a shower if they're grungy. And then I go ahead and this is where I try and find some, yeah, Brightchester propaganda, you know, Screw Foxbury kind of stuff, because they do have those posters. I think it is funny. Yes, I think that was just a Foxbury poster that they had messed up. So here I am over on the Foxbury side. Don't get comfortable with the wallpaper. I don't know why. I struggled so hard with the wallpaper. Honestly, don't pay attention to the bottom floor for a minute. Maybe just like the front entryway. But the colors, everything changes. Aside from the windows, I do end up changing the color at the end. All in all, I think it comes out okay. I guess I just had like a better idea in mind and I couldn't execute it the way I wanted to. And sometimes I think too, I get not fed up and not bored, just uninspired with the build. And I feel like if I keep trying to work on it and forcing myself to work on it, I get uninspired and it just looks forced. So that's why I do the whole jumping around between builds crap. So yeah. My mom either just got home or my cats are getting into trouble. Again, let's see if I get interrupted. I made the ballsy decision to try and record downstairs in the middle of the house. So anyone could walk through the front door or through the garage any minute now. I shouldn't be blabbering on too much longer though. We're about 20 minutes in. I think we only have about, oh gosh, I'm so sorry for these long builds as of late, guys. But I like you to see the process. I know I could do stop motions, and I do really enjoy watching stop motions, but I kind of like watching the builder struggle. I want to see what was hard for you, what, you know, I want to know. I want to know. So I struggled a lot too with this apartment. Also because it doesn't have an entire floor to itself per se, versus the other one, the third floor of the Brightchester pub is that person's. Like, they have their whole own landing and everything, and this poor bar owner's got to walk past the VIP lounge to go upstairs, and they're gonna have like sloppy drunk people outside the door all the time. That would be awful, honestly. Really awful. Some things to keep in mind though, for example, when I first moved out and got into my first apartment, I was just so excited to be out on my own. And I was so excited to find a reasonably priced apartment. Like, it was perfect. I couldn't find anything wrong with it, you know, because it's my first place. But then after you move in somewhere and you get an idea as to what you do and don't want or don't like, it's different. Okay, so for example, my apartment, you walked out my front door and like 3 other, so they had 4 apartments, the entryway all in one section. And that was the first time I had ever lived in an apartment complex like that. Like, growing up, we did live in an apartment for quite some time, and there was just like nothing outside. There was just like street. You had like a walk up, and then we had an upstairs neighbor, sure, but they had their whole own, like, they had to walk down the sidewalk to get to their stairwell and all that. So I hated it. I would walk out and there would be, you know, 3 doors right there. So yeah, just things to keep like in mind. If you're a young person, don't just jump for the first shot. Well, I guess that's kind of hard to say now. That's really hard to say. Like, I thought my apartment was stupid expensive for what it was, and since I moved out, they listed it for $100 more than what I was paying. Like, it's as much as my first house payment when I first moved out. And I did have roommates, so my rent was like $400 between like the 3 of us, and we each paid like a different portion. For example, I had a boyfriend at the time, and he was a big car guy, so like the garage was kind of like his bit. I couldn't park in the garage, couldn't really use the garage for anything, so he paid a bit more on the rent than I did. And then we had another roommate who essentially, like, that has to suck. You're a third wheel living with a couple, so he didn't pay too much on rent, because he kind of just had like the room, you know, his room. And yeah, but it's been like over 3 years since I was in my apartment. It would have been 3 years in February, but I did cancel lease early with everything going on, you know, COVID messing things up. And again, guys, I just hope you're staying safe in your part of the world. You know, I don't think it needs to be said, but like, wear a mask, take care of yourself and others. Don't be selfish. I don't know. I love it. I love the pandemic. Let me rephrase. I don't love the pandemic, not at all. But I am such a introverted, anxious, awful person. So I love the fact that there's like no contact, everything. I didn't go to a physical gym or anything, so I wasn't bummed out when the gyms closed. They're back open. I could go if I cared to, but I'm kind of under the idea, if you don't have to be out, don't be out. You know, like, my friends are inviting me out, and I'm like, but like, I know everyone has their own opinion, and the whole world is really like separated right now. But yeah, just don't be selfish, guys. Be smart. That's my rant. That's all I'll say. So this is what I meant. I had to add kind of a whole separate room up here because the bedroom just wasn't going to make sense downstairs, and I did have the room upstairs. Now, when I first built the floor plan and kind of wanted to have a terrace on the Foxbury side, I guess I sort of still had the idea in mind, is that maybe that could be a VIP lounge. And I guess if I did split, I guess I could have done that. I guess I could have split the Foxbury bar side like down the middle, and it would just be like a long, thinner like lounge area, and then they could have access to the terrace. But yeah, no, I didn't do it that way. I don't know. This apartment was a struggle for me though, and I liked that it was a struggle for me because, you know, sometimes you just need to be challenged. Like, this kitchen was ridiculous. Like, look, what am I supposed to do with this kitchen? So that's when I realized I need to like steal some space from the VIP lounge out there, and I'm trying to figure things out. I didn't want it to be a tiny kitchen. Like, I knew I could have done the mini fridge and stuck a microwave on top, but I wanted this girl to at least have a stove. I think I'd give her a stove. Gosh, you better have a stove. No, okay, there we go. Yeah. So this is, I think I end up losing the microwave. Yeah. But yeah, it was tough. A lot of shuffling around, as you can see by the obnoxious bouncing around. So I think, yeah, I just end up facing the fridge out, adding the sink there, stove there, even though I love, okay, so I try and do this all the time. If there are windows in the kitchen, and if it's possible with like the layout of a kitchen, I love for the window, or for the sink to be right under the window. Like, I don't know why. It's just, I like it. Alright, and then I use the tiny living, like, bar stool table thing there just because we're lacking of space. I'm actually not sure if that kitchen is even, like, functional. It should be in theory, but I haven't actually play tested, so I cannot speak guarantee, unfortunately. And so since, yeah, I'm making this an apartment and she has like a garbage kitchen, I gave her a grill up here and like some more seating area. And I'm still trying to stick with the idea of the sunroof. But as you can see, like the sunroof looks down and like half the lounge area, half of inside the kitchen. Okay, so as foretold, my folks are home, so I had to move locations. So I'm ballsy doing this. The 6-year-old is in the house and he could like scream or go berserk and, you know, just do 6-year-old things at any minute now or get in trouble. So there's that. So yeah, anyways, we're upstairs here on this upstairs terrace, and again, I don't know, I guess I shouldn't like talk badly about my own build. I think I was able to fit a decent amount of activity things and whatnot into that area, and it serves its purpose. And I didn't give too much up here. I kind of like the idea of that cabinet, but then I end up going in and just adding like the little desk from Tiny Living, and then the little bookcase there. So you can come in, you can read a book, you can do some work. Do I give her a laptop? I can't remember if I end up throwing a laptop there. And again, if you guys download this from the gallery and use it as a bar, well, I don't know, I guess I really, really just wish we had multi-functioning lots. Anyways, so here I am trying to fill up the VIP space here. And again, with these Tiny Living like bar tables, I just go ahead and I think these might be my favorite table. I wish we had more tables like this. I love the circular tables, but I think that they take up too much space, and just, I don't know, just more tall bar stool tables like this, I think, are what we need. Now, I know everybody's got super mixed feelings about this new Star Wars release, but as a builder, I am always pleased for a new pack release. Like, it could be a Yo Gabba Gabba pack for all I care. It's new build stuff. Like, I'm excited. I mean, I guess for the gameplay, you know, people might not like it, but I don't know. I'm excited. I'm always excited for it. Now, I am a Star Wars fan, but I have no intention of playing, like, the Star Wars portion of the game. In fact, I don't do a lot of gameplay at all. I kind of test my builds. But at this point, you know, I am a builder on YouTube, and my job is to build, so I feel guilty, like, playing for pleasure at this point. So I'm like, no, you should be working on this house, or recording, or editing, or doing something, so yeah. Anyways, I shrunk down these countertops, and I turned them around, and kind of made, like, a little entertainment center area, because obviously we don't have a lot of room for an actual entertainment center. I don't know, maybe a real one could fit there, but anywho. Now this is another room. The VIP lounge goes through kind of a big transition. I like the way it ends up turning out, and I like this room too. And this room, I know for a fact, is completely playable and workable, and those are all sittable couches and things. Because like I said, lock the doors, because I went to go do like a footage of the house, and everybody was chilling in that room watching television, so yeah. Oh, and what I didn't like, so I did throw that little bar behind this wall right here, just like that little, I think it might be from like Luxury Party. Anyways, I threw that bar back there. When a bartender does come to the lot, they use that bar, so I think you can only have one bartender per lot. Bar lot? I don't know. I mean, I know you can make the Sims there like play as a bartender or tend the bar, but the bars themselves only hire one bartender at a time, I think, which I kind of don't like, because I added all these bars and I wanted someone to be on each side, and I don't know. And then I really wanted this little like hanging flower planter. I don't think I end up going with it. Oh, maybe. Oh, no. See, I end up losing it. But we do definitely go in with the nifty knitting hanging plants, which I think are just darling. And I've been wanting more hanging plants for the longest time ever. Like, always plants. In fact, I think every game pack should have at least like 5 new plants in it. And I think a good variation too, like a standing plant. Let's see. A big plant. Like, I wish we had more palms. And we have that one that looks like a bird of paradise or like a banana tree plant, whatever thing. And then also you can take a lot of the debug trees and do some cool stuff with them. Like, I take the monstera from Island Living, I shrink it down and I stick it in like something that looks like a pot, and it looks really, really good. It looks better than the monstera that we get in the build buy. So you definitely gotta find that in debug. And that's gonna actually, I've got a couple of those in my next build. I'm really excited about the shell challenge from Residential Chaos, and this is my first shell challenge too. And I'm not really super sure on the rules to a shell challenge. Like, I get don't touch the walls, but this like shell didn't really have rooms, you know, or like separations. So I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or right. I'm gonna upload it anyways if I did it wrong, just because I think it looks really, really cool and I had a lot of fun with it. So yeah, Residential Chaos. It is up there on the gallery. Just go ahead and look up Residential Chaos and give it a peek or download it if you want to. It is some chaos though, that's for sure. I remember the description said something along the lines of so for example, you couldn't have any living quarters in the basement. There was a basement, and then it said something along the lines of torture basement optional or something funny. I don't think I'll be doing a torture basement, but I do think I'm going to transform it into kind of like maybe like a family area, because the upstairs, I don't know why I'm talking about another build. I should be talking about this build, but I'm so excited for it. That's what I was working on before this, and then my folks took the 6-year-old out of the house. I was like, okay, this is the perfect time to record a voiceover. So yeah, I love that table, but I figured it was just too massive for this itty bitty space. In fact, I think I might even end up getting rid of one of those chairs too. And please tell me why this is the first time I have ever used, not this door, wait for it. It's a French door with windows. Ta-da. Yes, there it is. I have never used that door before, and it is so cute. Like, it's nothing really special for, I guess I never think to look at 2 doors for interior, and it's definitely not an exterior door that I would go to. But oh my gosh, it is so cute. Like, I guess it's not very private for a bedroom, but my whole thinking with this is kind of like a transformed building lot type of bit. Like, oh, it was like a headline more or less, and like some pictures. I didn't really read the article, nor can I remember where the article came from. But I guess in New York City there are a bunch of apartments that, if they haven't been renovated or anything like that, they have bathtubs in the kitchen. Which I totally get, because I mean that's still something that a lot of people do, especially like it's called like Scandinavian, kind of like IKEA style. You've got like your washer and dryer in the kitchen, and I don't know, that might be a norm in other places, but at least like growing up at the homes I've been in and like I'm familiar with, so I'm just like a stupid American on the West Coast. I have never actually seen a kitchen with a washer and dryer. Anyways, but that's the point though. I guess there are these old New York apartments with bathtubs still in them. Anyways, so yeah, I guess that's my reasoning for, you know, having not such a private bedroom door, I guess. It's all repurposed, you know. So I felt like the outside of this lot needed some love, so I go ahead and add this like planter thing. I'm not really sure how long. I think it's been there for a minute, but I added some like foliage and debug stuff. And then I realized we need some entertainment in this VIP lounge, because I really wasn't the most pleased with it. So I figured, yeah, let's go ahead and add, you know, a keyboard and a mic. Someone can kind of do stand up or sing, and someone can play the piano, like some soft jazz, some live entertainment. Which now makes me realize I added no live entertainment on the Foxbury side. Although thinking back, maybe like a karaoke machine would have been like fitting for that style, I guess. I don't know. I guess I think that like ritzy people go to karaoke. I've never been to karaoke. Never. Ever. I should though. I'm an amazing singer. I'm just kidding. Anyways. So Yeah, I really actually love the way this little landing area came out. And I don't know why I adore this little space here. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just like a plant there. And this is what I'm talking about. Like it's, I don't know, it's in between like a bird of paradise and like a banana tree. Like banana leaves. Oh, and I don't know why I never do this. I can't remember whose build I was just watching, and that's shameful. I hate when I do that. But, I mean, I guess I'm not referring to anything specific, but I have not used artwork from the gallery since I first discovered the gallery, and then I discovered custom content, and then I started doing my own videos and tried to say the base game stuff. But oh my gosh, the artwork in the gallery, it's not custom content and it's amazing. And so, yeah, I finally remembered about your guys' awesome stuff on the gallery. So I think I add a spare few pictures, not a great deal because I kind of already had this place more or less planned out and decorated. But yeah, I think I do add in a couple of pictures. And I'm really pleased with what I did with those hanging lights above the mirror. I shrunk them down, and then I think they look a little bit more fitting for like a retro bathroom. Yeah. And I hope I didn't use that painting already. So I'm really glad I rediscovered the artwork in the gallery. I don't know how I completely forgot about that after all this time, but as far as like in-game paintings, I always go to like the same few. Like it's awful. And I have to like tell myself, no, you're not allowed to use this freaking painting. Not allowed. Can't allow it. Nope, nada. And I think this room came together decently well. I mean, we didn't have a lot of space to work with or anything like that, but I think I did a good job of cluttering up the walls. I added that little poof there, so technically there is an extra seating area in this room. And I thought the ceiling fan was a good... I don't know, this room just looks so like open and airy, and I just think about like a hot summer with all the windows open. And I don't know. But yeah, we go ahead and deck it out with some plants. As I mentioned, those hanging plants from Nifty Knitting were a lifesaver. And then I decided to chuck that other chair. Now the curtains are a little weird on here, but I don't know, deal with it. I wanted curtains there, but they looked a little silly, so I decided to just move it over because what the hey, this person can decorate their home however they please, and seeing as how the cabinet covers the window was kind of my only option, and I really wanted curtains there, so I did that. I am starving. I have not eaten much today, guys. I tried to make oatmeal and then I forgot about it. And then it was like rock hard. I mean, there's only like a bite or so left. Yeah, that is all I've eaten today is eggs and oatmeal and a cup of coffee. And it's almost 5 o'clock. So, time to start drinking? Just kidding. What is my age group of viewers? I am curious because I do swear, not a lot. Like, I'm not like a vulgar person by any means, but I don't want to like offend anybody, especially because I do have such a small following still. Like, I don't know the personality of most of my followers just yet. Like, there are a handful of you guys that I interact with a lot on Twitter, some other simmers, but as far as my viewers, I'm not quite sure what like your demographic is. What are you guys into? Do you swear? Do you have pets? I really like cats. Actually, I like all animals, but I think I'm a cat person. But I don't know, I hate those people who are like terrified and disgusted by bugs and things like that. So I definitely call myself like an animal person all the way around. Because I love bugs and reptiles, and like you don't have to be furry to be loved, you know? You can be gross and scaly. Anyways, I don't know if you guys just caught that. I loved what I did with those little like, I guess rock lights. So I shrunk a bunch of them down, and I don't know, I kind of got the idea to make the upstairs look a little bit like Instagram back. Okay, so you know when you go to like weddings and crap like that and parties and whatnots, they have like I don't know what it's called. It's like a photo wall. It's a decorative wall that's like decked out and whatever the theme may be, and you take pictures in front of it. So that's kind of what I was going for, especially because I was having such a hard time decorating and just landing on the style in this. I was like, okay, let's just make it picture perfect. So I really love what I did with behind the bar, and I think adding the bamboo is a really good choice. And then again, see, I'm so angry, and I think I mentioned this in my last build video I uploaded for you guys, but this was the example that I gave where the shadows were sticking out of the roof with those jungle living plants, and I absolutely love them, but when you size them down, they just leave the ugliest shadow. So yes, and then I realized that the downstairs part of the bar did not even have seating yet. And I know that the bar stools at the bar down there are different than the ones that I chose for the table, but I wanted it that way, okay? And then I think I end up changing the floor to like a stone or cement or something. You guys will see. There we go. Yeah. And I don't know, I like it warmer. It's a little warmer. I like it better. It's a little bit warmer, and yeah. And I don't know, I think the bottom bar ended up being too bright. I don't know. I should really stop like talking crap about my own build as I'm like asking you guys, hey, watch my videos. But if you liked what you saw, or if you were at least like slightly entertained by my rambling, if you even got the opportunity to hear my amazing rambling, go ahead and like and subscribe, because yes. And if your guys' subscriptions aren't private either, and if I see that you guys are fellow simmers, I'm absolutely gonna follow you guys back. I always, or even, you know, if you guys don't even have like a Sims YouTube channel per se, or maybe you're in the Sims community on Twitter or Instagram, never be afraid to go ahead and link that handle down below. I like making friends, so internet friends. I don't want to hang out. I'm kidding, half kidding. Anyways, we're gonna get to these captures soon, but again, I just want to reiterate, guys, thank you so much for the support. Like I mentioned a couple times, there's a handful of you from Twitter that are just amazing, brilliant people, and you've really made me feel at home, and yeah, at home in this community. And I feel like I post more on my Sim stuff than I do on my personal things. I'm a ghost as far as like a personal social media standing goes, but on my Sim stuff, like, I feel at home and welcome with you guys, and it's so silly. I don't actually know any of you, but I just, again, want to say thank you so much for the support and the love and the likes, and it's really, really awesome, guys, and I'm so glad to be part of this. But these captures are coming up. I'm sure you are sick of the sound of my voice, so I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of the build. Again, I'll say it again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope you guys are having a great day and keeping safe. And as I always say, we will talk soon. All right, bye.